call the June 26th meeting of the Bruce Township Zoning Board of Appeals to order. Roll call, Dana.
Coffin.
Here.
Moss.
Here.
Tremblay.
Here.
Hook.
Here.
Teller.
There's excused. Stand if you're able for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 4 is approval of the agenda.
Move to approve the agenda as presented.
Is there any, I need a second on that.
I'll second.
Any adjustments, additions to the agenda? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Item 5 is approval of previous minutes, 23rd, April of 2023.
So moved to approve the minutes. Support.
Any additions, corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Passes. New business, request for a side yard variance by Mr. Joshua Stevens. Move to open the public hearing.
So moved. Second.
Moved and supported, the public hearing is open.
7:04.
7:04. I can give you just a little quick oversight of what you need to do. Oh, he's fine. It's a formal process, but we try to keep it as informal as we can. We'll ask you to come up to the podium and present the information regarding your request. The more information you give us, the better the opportunity we ask to understand what you're looking for and what you need. Then we'll ask questions for clarification, and we discuss your request openly in public right here. We don't adjourn to make the decision. If you have anything to add, feel free to do so even after you've made your presentation. If we have more questions, we will certainly ask you. So at this point, I will tell you that in order to receive an approval, you have to have 3 votes of this board. It's not a majority, it is a minimum of 3 votes for the approval. We are short 1 member tonight. You have the option, if you choose, to request that the full board be here, and we would put it off for another month. That's your choice.
You can continue.
Okay. All right. There's no one else here, so I'm not going to go through the public participation guidelines. So at this point, if you would step to the podium, give your name and address, and then go ahead and tell us what you want.
Gentlemen, ladies, thank you for being here tonight. My name is Josh Stevens. My residence is 70114 Mellon Road, Bruce Township, 48065, Michigan. I'm here to ask for a setback variance. We need to add a bedroom to our home for our growing family. As you can see, I have a 14-month-old son over there, and my wife, we're expecting a little girl at the end of September. I provided some images and some site plan drawings. I'm not certain you gentlemen have them right now, yes. The addition that we plan to put on will coincide with our home's current setback of 6 foot 3 inches. Let's see. Me and my wife both grew up in the area here, and we love it here in Bruce Township. We love that our children will have access to the parks and be walking distance to school. If we are not granted the variance we're looking to do, we'll eventually be forced to move to a larger home, which we do not want to do. Our house is laid out in such a way that it only makes sense to build the addition in the spot that we have chosen. So we are asking for a variance of 1 foot 9 inches to continue on the same setback that the house currently sits on. And that's pretty much what I got.
Yeah, this isn't too complicated.
No, sir.
No, it's not. It's not. How long have you lived in the house?
In October, it'll be 6 years.
6 years?
Yeah.
Okay. You know how long the previous owner lived in the house?
I know the Salcidos bought the house, and I believe I bought it from a Salcido, so it's from 1943 until 2017.
Alrighty. Are there any questions from?
I don't really have, Mr. Chairman, I don't really have a question per se, but we do have a note from your neighbor, Mr. Casper,
Oh, yes.
not objecting to this continuance of this minimal setback that you're requesting.
That plays into why we don't want to move either. We have lovely neighbors, and we've become part of the community here, so.
And that, just for the record, we will, the letter will go and be part of the record, but also for the record, that is the home that the addition would be closest to.
Correct.
Your two neighbors.
Correct. We are within code on the south side of the house,
Yes.
and will not be adding anything that direction.
Right. It's 20 feet, but in this instance, it's 8 feet plus. It's the right and left side together equal to the 20 feet, and they certainly have that. Are there any questions or comments from any of the other board members?
Yes, I don't understand the two different sketches. They seem to be considerably different.
One is of the entire lot, and then one is zoomed in of the buildings. My lot is L-shaped.
Looking at- Oh, okay. He's looking at the one from the township,
Oh,
and my understanding on that, Don, is that they place everything that's on the property, but not to scale and not in a location that is.
those are just the sizes of the buildings that are on the property.
Yeah. So, ignore that.
Good thing, this is a good thing.
That one doesn't make any sense.
No, we're gonna ignore that page.
Maybe Dana can answer a question too. Do you know when this ordinance would have been changed? Because it must have been built according to the ordinances when the house was built.
Yeah, I talked to some people, and because it was built in the 40s, no one has an answer for me as far as why those houses along that stretch of Mellon are, some are closer. The one that they're talking about is not. The one just north of them is it meets the setbacks. Theirs does not. It's also only 50 feet, and in that zone, you have to have 100-foot road frontage, and none of them meet that either, so.
I'm sure those requirements didn't exist in
Right, I just
1943.
wondered if we had any idea when
I don't know if this plays into the question, but in the notice of the public hearing, it says at the bottom here, this notice is published pursuant to the requirements of the Michigan Zoning Enabling Act, PA 110 of 2006, as amended. Is
That's
that,
the state.
Yes.
okay, I'm
That's the
sorry.
state law.
I apologize.
No. Yeah, so I'm sure that, however this was probably platted at the time, there weren't a whole lot of requirements.
When you're in supervisor's plat number 1, that's usually the first
Yeah, that's.
platted subdivision in the township.
Right. Are there any other questions, comments?
Yeah, I'll just share some comments. I did talk to Joshua prior to him applying for this. He was trying to understand why, and I explained it to him. I drove by the house, took a look at it. This, like you said, the house was built 80 years ago, and he's not going to infringe any more than what the house currently is. So. I'm good.
Okay. 1943, that was a good year. For me, anyway.
Did your mother agree with that?
Yes, she did. Yeah, she was very happy with that. Okay. Well, hearing no other questions, is there anything you'd like to add?
Besides, we love living here in Bruce Township, and, of course, if we had to move, we would stay close, but we really love the location we're at right now, so. Like to raise our family there,
Okay.
possibly for a lifetime.
Well, good, I hope so.
Thank you.
The addition architecture will match the existing house, I assume?
Yes, yes, sir.
This time we would entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
So we will, all in favor?
Aye.
Close the public hearing at 7:13. At this point, are there any other comments from the board regarding the request?
I have no objection to the request.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get a lot of pushback here. At this time, then, I would entertain a motion regarding the request for variance at 70114 Mellon. Side yard variance.
Setback variance.
Yes, setback variance, I'm sorry. I can briefly, just for the sake of consistency.
7-5.
Yeah, I got it. Here it is. I'm going to go over very briefly, and I'll paraphrase the criteria that the ZBA has to limit itself to when it makes a decision on this, okay? And there's 5 things. The strict enforcement of the zoning ordinance would cause a practical difficulty and deprive the owner of rights enjoyed by other parties. Similar conditions and circumstances are unique to the property and are not similarly applicable to other properties in the same zoning district. Conditions and circumstances are unique to the property and were not created by the owner or his predecessor in title. The requested variance will not confer special privileges that are denied other properties similarly situated in the same zoning district. And finally, the requested variance will not be contrary to the spirit and intent of the township zoning ordinance. So those are the parameters that we look at. So at this point, I will entertain a motion on the request.
My turn? I'll make a motion to accept the side yard setback variance as requested by the applicant for the following reasons. The house is 80 years old, and the house currently is a variance of 1 foot 9 inches from the current setback standard, and this addition will not add to that. It will be equal to. This hardship was not caused by the owner, it's just because of time. We have a letter supporting, supporting the addition from one of the neighbors. And the architecture is going to match the existing dwelling. And the application is consistent with the spirit and intent of the zoning ordinance.
I'll support the motion.
So we have a motion and support to approve the request for variance. We have a roll call. Any comments, questions, concerns at this point prior to the vote? Roll call, please, Dana.
Hook,
Yes.
Tremblay,
Yes?
Moss,
Yes.
O'Cloughlin.
Yes. Variance is approved.
You can stay in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Go get your building permit.
Yeah. I would add, just so that you know, that this variance is only applicable to the setback. All the other township requirements are in place and aren't affected by this.
Okay.
Okay? Congratulations, good luck. Start digging those footings.
Thank you. That's the plan. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, thank you.
Running out of time.
Have a good evening.
You too.
See ya, have a good one.
Yep.
Watch out for the traffic going home.
You would have walked on that corner. Thank you again.
You can literally see their house.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Okay.
You know what, honestly, I have to admit, I don't know all the streets in Bruce Township. Wasn't like that where I worked for all those years. I didn't know where Mellon Street was, so I looked down the map, I said, oh, it's right here.
Well, I had this wonderful GPS.
Yeah.
Did you see the new homes being built?
On Mellon? I didn't go down far enough.
Yeah, go down far enough.
Yeah.
That Lombardo's got 2 or 3 started.
Oh, okay.
4 now.
4? He's got 20 units going
What's
on.
that called?
Let's adjourn this meeting before.
What's that building called?
Yeah, okay.
Timbers.
Motion to adjourn.
We gotta have, to go through the,
Oh, wait a minute.
yeah. No comments from the floor, there's no one here. Any communications?
Other than the one from the gentleman neighbor.
Yep, that'll be part of the record of the request. No communications at this, well, I will indicate that we probably will have a meeting next month for the election, and there is an amendment that has to be made to the bylaws that we missed the last time. So there'll be at least those 2 items on the agenda. So anything else? Hearing none, a motion to adjourn is in order.
So moved.
Support. Okay, Don, support. All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned.